Welcome to Cuppa with the Queen, hosted by Jeri Taylor-Swade, first Queen of SeneGence International and founding pioneer distributor. Listen in as Jeri shares proven steps to SeneGence success. Hear how Jeri, as an international trainer with 18 years in direct sales, shares everything you need to know to have a thriving, stable business. Be influenced and empowered by knowledge and encouragement that Jeri imparts so that you will experience life-changing dreams come true in your home-based business.
Hey, this is Jeri Taylor-Swade, and I'm so excited to bring to you today on the Cuppa with the Queen podcast some of my favorite peeps. They happen to be on my team, and they are from Australia, both of them. So the cool thing about this, and we were talking about this, and let's do a podcast about this because it's so true that when you're in a direct sales company, you have the opportunity to not just meet people around you, but you also get the opportunity to meet people from around the world, especially if your company is an international company. And when you do, it brings the world closer together. So I would like to introduce to you right now Tracy Sells.
Hi.
And Kelly Apothecary.
Hello.
And like I said, they're both on our team, on my team, the Pink Power Queendom of SeneGence International. And Kelly, where do you live?
I live in North Queensland, in a place called Airlie Beach.
Airlie
Beach.
Okay, so I always thought from the minute I met you, when you said Airlie Beach, I thought it started with an E.
No.
But it doesn't.
No.
It starts with an A.
A-I-R-L-I-E.
Right, so the way you say it, I always thought, and that's the cool thing I love about this international thing we have going, is we get to listen to amazing accents from around the world as a team, and I love to listen to you girls, and you love to listen to us. And Tracy and I have this funny thing where she mimics me and then I mimic her, and I try to talk like her and she tries to talk like me, and it's pretty funny. So Tracy, where are you from?
I'm from Mackay in Queensland, and that's about an hour and a half south from where Kelly lives. So we're fairly close, but an hour and a half away.
So the way that you are on my team is happen to be now SeneBestie, because we've become SeneBesties because of traveling the world together, is your sister Kelly,
Yes.
Andrea Turner.
Mm-hmm.
Andrea is what I call her. Andrea. But I call her Andrea. Andrea. And she lives in Canada, in Vancouver, Canada, and I met her, and she signed up as a distributor under me, so she's my first line. Yeah. And then she told me, well, I have a sister in Australia, and she might be interested in this, and so she contacted you, Kelly, right?
No.
No?
That's not what happened.
Oh, what happened? Really? What happened? I didn't know this story.
So Andrea had found you guys at the trade show, you and Joni, and I didn't know and had signed up. So found the, lip syncs, amazing. I didn't know all of this, and I was talking to my dad because I was doing another business at the time, direct sales business, but I wasn't really feeling that business anymore. And my dad said to me, why don't you do this lippy thing that Andrea's doing? And I said, what lippy thing?
What lippy thing?
What lippy thing? And he said, oh, I don't know. It's this lipstick that doesn't come off. And I went, what?
Tell me more.
Yeah.
Your dad's trying to recruit you.
I'm like, phoning for Andrea, what is this all about? Like, Dad's telling me about this lippy. And so she told me the story and told me everything. And I said, okay, how do I sign up?
Oh, so your dad recruited you.
Yeah.
I love that. And he didn't even know anything about it.
Yeah, so I hadn't tried anything, hadn't seen anything, hadn't even looked at it, and I signed up.
So you signed up, never tried the product.
Yeah.
You just knew that it must be good because your dad was excited and your sister had just signed up, so you did it.
Yeah, well, I knew if Andrea said that it was good, that it was good.
Right.
Yeah.
How cool is that? I didn't know that story. Okay, so then after that, after you signed up, then when did you meet Tracy? Like, how did you?
Well, we knew each other, but we weren't.
We knew of each other.
We knew
yes.
of each other, yeah.
You knew of each
I think
other.
we were friends on Facebook, or maybe we weren't.
No, this was
We
through
weren't?
the other direct selling
Yeah.
business.
So we'd been
Oh.
to the same events
Yeah.
with the other business.
I see.
So we knew of each other. And what happened was Kelly posted about that she'd found this amazing lipstick that didn't come off, and she thought it would be really great for all the girls to wear it while we were doing our parties, because it doesn't come off on glasses, and
Right.
you
Right.
look a lot, put together. And people started calling me and messaging me asking if I'd been contacted about this, and I went no. And so I started researching it, and as soon as I started researching it and watching you on YouTube and all your videos.
You mean because you researched it and saw my YouTube, and
Yeah.
you didn't know who I was?
I didn't know who you were.
Oh, okay.
Just Jeri Taylor-Swade.
Okay, that is so weird. I did not know this either.
So before I signed up, I had watched all of your YouTube videos.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
Yep. And I researched it for about a week, and everything that I saw about it, I loved.
Uh-huh.
I loved the product, and I loved the company, and I loved the people, and I knew that I wanted to sign up, and I knew it would be a fantastic business. I went into this with business in mind,
Okay.
but it's become so much more.
Right.
So that's how I.
So
came to be
so
here.
you found her because she was a distributor, or did you
Well,
contact?
she'd seen my
I
posts,
messaged her.
and then she
Oh.
researched it, and then she messaged me.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
I want to sign up. Well, she basically said, "Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to sign up."
I wanna
Oh,
sign
that
up.
is so cool.
And then, so about a week later, Kelly came down and did a party for us.
Uh-huh.
And I had my friends there, and we were sitting around the table, and we were all playing with all the products. And this is how new we were. And we had the eyeshadows, and I will never forget this. And I had, I think it was a blue eyeshadow.
Oh no!
And
I
I
kind
said,
of know where this is going.
so I said, okay, Kelly, what do I do with this? She goes, just put it on. And so I just put it on. And I looked like a clown.
Because you didn't know it was so concentrated.
Yeah.
I just put it on.
Oh my gosh.
But it was kind of cool, wasn't it? Because we both didn't know what we were doing.
We had no idea.
We both were so new. Because I had joined in the January,
Right.
but we were moving from Brisbane to
Uh-huh.
Early Beach.
Oh,
so
I see.
I joined, but I didn't do anything until the end of March. That's when I decided to get a kid.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I thought, right, let's go with this. And
Okay.
that's when I started posting
Posting
and that's
about
when
it.
Tracy saw it.
Well, the cool thing is, first of
Yeah.
all, I've heard you say some great things. First of all, I heard you say that you were interested in the business, so
Yeah.
you started researching it. And you realized that this was a good company, good products, and you liked the people. That's really important when you're looking for a direct sales company to join. The second thing is, I heard you say that you didn't know what you were doing, but you did it anyway.
yes.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that are afraid to step out and do something that they don't know how to do because they don't know how to do it. But the only way to learn how to do it is to do it.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
Richard Branson, one of my favourite quotes is his, like, if you don't know how to do something, just do it and learn as you go along, learn how to do it
And
later.
that's true. I mean,
Yeah.
look at what he's done in his
Yeah.
life and look at what we've all done. We didn't know what we were doing, but we just stepped out and said,
Yeah.
I want to do this. I'll
Yeah.
learn how to do this.
Yeah.
And the learning is there. I mean, especially now in our company, there's so much training that it's like over the top almost, right?
Yes.
You,
So there was nothing when we started.
There was nothing.
Nothing.
Well, when I started,
No,
20 years
even-
ago,
yeah.
we didn't even have
more so.
we didn't have directions on how to use the product. I had to make that up myself. So, it's come a long way, baby, so to speak. But so that's really cool. So then you looked at it from a product perspective when you first signed up.
Oh, business.
Really business?
Definitely business.
Business, okay.
Yeah.
All right, because you already knew direct
mean-
selling was a great business model,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you looked at it from business
But
too.
I was just, but being so crazy about makeup too, the same as Andrea.
Right.
We've always been
You've
the
always
same
been
that
makeup
way.
girls, right?
So I was just like, oh my gosh, lippy that doesn't come off.
Lippy,
Like,
I love that. Lippy. We say lipstick or
Yeah.
lip color, but you say lippy. I love that. And so let's talk about that part about it, because when we have an international team, which I feel so blessed to have met you guys, and I see, why do I always say you guys? My husband always says to me, why do you say you guys when you're talking to girls? I'm like, I don't know. It's just what we say. I don't know.
Yeah.
So since I've met you, myself in my own reality is that I've realized that the world is a small place, and when you get to know people from other countries, it becomes smaller and it becomes more intimate, and you don't feel like it's just this big, huge world out there that you don't understand or don't know anything about. And I feel like knowing you girls and meeting you and being able to go to Australia now, 3 times? To do things with you and do parties with you and, get to see where you live and all those kind of things. I feel like it just brings people closer together. And we were talking this morning, Kelly, about the fact that, in my opinion, it seems like direct sales is such an amazing opportunity to have that happen, where you get to meet people from all over the world, and you realize that we are we have more in common than we have more things in difference, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have this trip. I've made some amazing friendships.
Mm-hmm.
I've bonded with 3 girls in particular.
Oh, really?
And we are going to help each other.
Good.
Businesses and yeah.
You know what's
and they
really
just
cool
think
about that?
the same way as
Yeah,
me.
that's really good. And what's really cool about it is that you say you bonded with them, but the key part of that is that you are wanting to help each other in your business.
Yeah.
That is very unique within our company, as far as I've been able to tell. Within our company, it's very unique in that we want to have everybody succeed. And so they're not on your team, and you're not on their team.
No.
But they want to help you, and you want to help them. To share ideas and to encourage each other and to be accountable to each other. Are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Are you going to be accountable
Yes.
to each other as well?
Yes, definitely.
So what kind of things have you talked about?
Just like 2 of the other girls that they are just thinking, had the same thoughts as me about the business and where we need to go with building our teams up again, and encouraging them and working our own business. So we've said, yesterday Deanna said to me, so what are we going to do when we get home?
Yeah.
I said, well, we're going to keep in touch. And she said, okay, so and what are we going to do with our businesses?
I
said,
love that.
Yeah.
So she's holding you accountable.
Yeah.
That's good. So you have a plan. So you've got things in motion.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So Tracy, what do you think from your perspective? Because I know you've made and bonded with friends as well on all of these trips. What is your perspective of that?
I just think that traveling without knowing people in a country, it's just visiting a country. Whereas now we are coming to the States and we're visiting friends.
Yes.
So it makes it even more special. And these trips are great because we get to see different places. But what makes them special is the people.
Yes.
We could go anywhere, but it's the people that you want to get together with. That's what the trips are all about.
Yes, that's true.
And enjoying different places together.
Yes.
So that's what I love.
Because we're sitting right now and we're looking out at the skyline of Montreal, Quebec. Quebec. Not Quebec. I'm trying to say it the way they say it.
Quebec.
But we're looking at a beautiful skyline today, and we've been traveling around and walking around the whole city, and to see the buildings that were built in 1600s and all those kind of things are
beautiful architecture.
It's so amazing, but the fun part is just getting together and laughing and talking when we stop for a beer or
or a frozen banana.
frozen banana, and she's like, a frozen banana? She's like, oh no, I don't think so. I'm like, truly, you really have to try it. So she did, and she's like, oh, this is quite nice. And so then
Frozen banana.
yeah.
Banana.
She says banana, so now I say banana, and she goes
Banana.
banana. So we like to make fun of each other's accents, but in a fun, loving way. So that's really true. Kelly, this is so funny because today we were talking about this thing before we started the podcast.
Yeah.
And you said, have you seen my post from today? And I said, no, I haven't even been on my Facebook today. And she said, you have to see my post. You and I were like so in sync, but we hadn't even talked yet.
Yeah.
So what was your post from today? Because I thought it was like the perfect way to end this podcast.
Okay, so there's a building, there's a really, really tall building in Montreal just across from our hotel that you can go to the top of, and there's an observatory which has a 360-degree view of the whole city.
How cool is that? We have to go do that. We
Yeah,
haven't done that yet.
so we decided that's what we were going to do, and the photographers came with us.
Okay.
So 2 of the photographers. So there was the 3 of us girls and Jason up there, and we were taking some really cool shots.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a photo of the 3 of us stood at the window with our back to the photographer, but we were holding hands.
Yes.
And the 2 girls at the side had the peace sign.
Oh.
So we were just stood there. So that was part of my post, and then one of the 3 of us. But I posted my quote on the post.
If you can find
was Sene sisters, divided by countries or states, united by friendship and a kick-ass company.
I love it! I love it. That
And
is
just
great.
the photo of
What
us.
a great photo. I wish you guys could see this photo, but it's really, really cool. And this is so true. So we call each other Sene sisters because we're part of SeneGence, and everything in SeneGence is Sene something, right? And so Sene sisters, and divided by countries, united by friendship and a kick-ass company. I love that. That is so great. That's like the perfect quote for what we've been talking about today.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I was like, oh wow. So when you started talking to me about it, I go, I don't believe this. I have to show Jeri my
I love it. So we're on the same page, and we
Yeah.
don't even live in the same country, so that's really cool. So thank you so much for being with me today, and thank you for just everything. Like, thank you for being my friends, and thank you for being on my team, and thank you for all the experiences that we've experienced now and we will in the future, in years to come. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Love you.
Thank you for tuning in. If you would like to hear more from Jeri, subscribe to the Cuppa with the Queen podcast, where you will learn more about how you can grow your own home-based business. Find Jeri at jeritaylor-swade.com and on Facebook at Cuppa with the Queen.